Tuesday. The next day, I keep thinking about all Mama Yaya has told me. Signs everywhere. Pay attention. And I do. Noticing that the flowers on the way to school seem thirsty. Noticing that our school is old and crumbling, but it always feels brand new because the blackboard changes. Chalk. Red, blue, white, and green is powerful, sending me signals. I watch as my math teacher, Miss Johnson, tries to help Andrew understand her signs, math signs. Miss Johnson explains again and again, ever so careful, kind. Andrew always gets stuck on questions like, how come y equals x plus c? Why not z? How come water boils? Why didn't Lincoln play cards instead of going to see a show? Every year we've been in school together, they pass him, even though grown-ups say he's slow. In school, he's no trouble. Folks say, school gives his mother a babysitter so she can work. I don't believe that. Andrew is just a different smart. Like if you say, the world is flat. Andrew's mind cuts it up into squares, like the way my eyes see things that others swear aren't there. Usually, I just don't say anything. I do my work and keep my head down. But today, my third day being 12, I whispered to Andrew, I'll help. At lunch. I'll show you why numbers and letters mean. Mean what? Asked Andrew. His eyes are brown and curious. He acts as if I've been talking to him all these years, but I haven't. Like to Sean, I don't want him to get teased more for talking to me. At my new school, I see only popular kids hang in 2s and 3s or in groups. Sometimes they all wear short black skirts or have their hair braided with the same color beads or laugh at kids like me, Andrew, and Deshaun. Mean what? Asked Andrew, his finger tapping my desk. Quantity. Numbers are signs for how much. Andrew smiles, polite. The bell rings and I say, come on. Our schoolyard is nothing but concrete with an old handball wall and fading basketball lines. Most kids stand around looking bored. Me, I usually bring a book to keep me company. Today, I have Andrew. Andrew who usually just stays inside. We sit at a rusty picnic table. The sun is warming us good. I glare at anyone walking by, daring them to tease us. I must have an invisible sign that says, don't mess with Lanisha, because no one says nothing. Or maybe everyone's shocked to see Andrew outside? Math problems, I say. Andrew looks at me. He has freckles on his nose. His t-shirt has a hole, and when he shifts, I can see his belly button. Behind Andrew, I see a skinny ghost with a beard and bow tie. I wonder if it's a teacher from long ago. I draw the numbers 5 plus 5 and 6 plus 6 and 7 plus 7. Then I write 5 times 2, 6 times 2, 7 times 2. Are these the same? Is 5 plus 5 the same as 2 times 5? Andrew blinks. I think the problems are easy, but Andrew doesn't answer. I try again. Here, I say, count these. I draw little sticks to add up to 10. Andrew blinks again. I don't need math. Math doesn't need me. Then he scoots closer and leans in like he's going to tell me a secret. He whispers, do you know why there's air? So you can breathe, I answer. He nods. So we can live, he says. Can't see it, but it's always here. He sucks in air and his cheeks hollow like a skeleton. Inside, he points at his chest. Then he opens his mouth wide and blows his air out like he's pretending to be the big bad wolf. He grins and laughs loudly. Me and Andrew high-five. See, Andrew's smart. Different smart. The ghost puts up a hand for a high-five, but I ignore him. We sit comfortable. Andrew shows me the ants crawling across the table. Look at them breathe, he says. I answer, Mama Yaya would like you. Then I add, she doesn't need math either. But I do, I think. Mama Yaya never went to school. Her mother taught her, and her mother's mother taught her mother. I need everything Mama Yaya teaches me, and I need everything that school teaches me too. I need all the signs. Dreams, words, word problems, math. Like air, they make my mind breathe. The bell rings. I pat Andrew's hand. You're smart, Andrew. He ducks his head like a baby bird. Like me, I say. Like me, he crows. We walk back to the classroom, and nobody, I swear, bothers us. After school, my teacher, Miss Johnson, teaches me. On Tuesdays, I try and stay late so we can work on harder problems. Miss Johnson says, "Lanisha, you're like a sponge." Sponges are ugly, but I think I know what Miss Johnson means. I try to work hard. Mama Yaya says, "Just 'cause you're smart doesn't mean everything's going to be easy. You have to set your mind to learning, Lanisha, each and every day." When I can't solve a problem, I get frustrated. But when I do solve it, I feel like singing, like I don't have any worries in the whole wide world. "You could be an engineer," Miss Johnson says. "Engineers build things," I say, feeling happy, strong. "Yes, like houses, apartments, and such." "More like dams, bridges. Wait." She gets up, digs in her purse. "My friend sent me a postcard," she says, handing it to me. A beautiful red bridge rises out of the mist over water. The Golden Gate. "Why is it called that?" "I don't know. You could find out. It's a suspension bridge." "What's that mean?" "Look it up." "You sound like Miss Perry." "I will too. Look it up. I know what suspense means, but what does it mean for a bridge? What does it mean in math?" My fingers trace the bridge over the Pacific Ocean. It's got to be the Pacific because the front of the card says San Francisco. I stare at the photograph. My heart races, and I feel tingly inside. The bridge is beautiful. I could do that, I think. Build bridges. I love how they look, like strong steel butterflies soaring high. My first bridge would be from the lower... It's got to be the Pacific because the front of the card says San Francisco. I stare at the photograph. My heart races, and I feel tingly inside. The bridge is beautiful. I could do that, I think. Build bridges. I love how they look, like strong steel butterflies soaring high. My first bridge would be from the lower Ninth Ward to uptown New Orleans. If I built a beautiful bridge to my family, maybe they'd walk across, or else let me. I walk home slowly from school. Miss Johnson's postcard is in my jeans back pocket. She let me have it, even though the card had writing. "Dear Evelyn, you should be here. Love, Jim." I didn't know her name was Evelyn. The sky is bright blue like marbles with cloudy eyes. The end of summer is hurricane season, but the weather feels just fine. It is like that sometimes. Calm, then rains hit. I stop and smell. I smell fish, brine from the Gulf, algae from the Mississippi, and somebody frying catfish. I smell something else. Old, sorrowful. I don't know what it is. I must ask Mama Yaya. She says, "Senses tell you everything. See, touch, smell, feel. Trust your senses and you'll never lose your way." Only difference is Mama Yaya has lived a long time. Her senses have told her so much and I know so little. I'm only 12 and still have a lot to learn. I keep walking, sniffing the air, imagining bridges in the sky. I can already picture metal and wires making marks, shapes against the sky. I think fitting the pieces together would be just like a jigsaw puzzle, except it wouldn't be cardboard pasted together and hung on a wall. It'd be useful with patterns, shapes that did something, helped people and cars cross the street, over water, or a deep hole in the ground. Making bridges would be magic. Math would be my special trick. I'd only make beautiful bridges, I think, strong and as delicate as butterflies. I hear cursing and crying. "Hey!" I shout. Some boys are dragging someone into the alley, taunting, kicking, punching. A dog barks. I hear, "Stop it!" I hate bullies. "Hey!" I push at one boy. He turns, but when he sees it's me, he doesn't hit. I am Mama Yaya's crazy girl. "What y'all doing?" I know these boys. Eddie, Max, Levon. "Mind your own business," says Max. He puffs out his chest, acting tough. He has always been a thug. I go toe-to-toe. I puff my chest out, too. I still don't see who they've been picking on. I keep my eyes focused on Max. "You want to fight me," I say. No boy likes to be dared by a girl. If he takes me up on it, I'm dead. I hear crying, and I know whoever they've been picking on is going to be no help. Why would I fight a girl? Waste of time. Yeah, says Eddie. Max scowls at him to shut up. Max hasn't moved, and his black eyes look me over. Go home, Lanisha, Max says. It ain't Halloween. Eddie and Levon cackle with laughter. Max is giving high fives. Your mama, I say. Everyone goes quiet. Max looks fierce, like he wants to punch me. Say it, I say. Max is supposed to say, your mama, back. But no one messes with Mama Yaya. She may cast a spell on him. Of course, she'd do no such thing. She doesn't do spells. Wouldn't hurt a bug, but Max doesn't know that.